So now spring is almost upon us, and a lot of religious and cultural holidays have started. So it's about time that we choose joy. So let's get started. Hello, welcome to our 11th practice in our year-long series, Intentions Instead of Resolutions. And spring is right around the corner. And we might be finding that it's difficult to focus on finding joy in our life. So hopefully this practice will help you. So really just focus in on that intention of choosing joy. Just say to yourself, I choose joy. And hopefully throughout the practice, you'll find yourself smiling. So the way we're going to begin practice today is on all fours for cat-cow. So let's move to our mat. Make sure that you're in alignment, that your knees are right below your hips and your hands are right below your shoulders. And we are going to breathe in as we go into cat and out as we go into cow. Breathe in to cat and out to cow. Breathing in and out as we go back to cat. And now we're going to stop with a nice neutral spine. And you'll want to move your hands forward a little bit and your feet back. And we're going to go into a plank position. So the purpose of this position right now is to engage our abdominal wall. And hopefully that will help to also engage the muscles in the rest of your body. And from here, we're going to go straight up to down dog. And we're going to step it out a little bit while we're here in down dog. And then taking teeny baby steps, we're going to step up to the top of our mats. And have your feet about hip width apart. You can grasp opposite elbows and swing back and forth. You can have your hands on the mat and just trace across your mat from one side to the other. We really just want to get our circulation going by having more blood flow to our brain. And then we're going to breathe in as we rise up halfway, looking forward, and then lowering, and then sweeping our arms up and overhead and bringing them down into prayer position while we're in mountain pose. Now from mountain pose, we're going to go into warrior one. And the way we're going to do that is by stepping back first with our right foot. You want to go back as far as you can so that when you lean into that right knee, you'll have enough space to keep the back leg straight and the front leg in a deep bend. And your right foot should be pointing out at an angle. And then once we're here, you want to have your hips nice and square. And then raise your arms up to the sky, sucking your navel to your spine. Then we're going to cartwheel and shift over to warrior two. And I need to make mine a little wider. So it's fine if you just scoot your feet apart a little bit farther. And then we're going to go into peaceful warrior. So just let your right arm go back behind your right leg and then reach your left arm up and over your head and then look up to the sky. Then we're going to cartwheel back to a low lunge. Step back that left foot. We're back in plank. we're going to hold this for 5 or a count of 5. 1, 2, 3. Have a nice dome in your upper back. 4, 5, and back to down dog. We're going to step it out, and we're going to repeat that sequence. But what we want to do is we want to step crisscross. So your right foot is going to cross over the left, then your left foot's going to cross over the right, left foot over the right, over the left, over the right, and finally making your way to the top of the mat. And this time we're immediately going to take a breath in and rise up halfway. Breathe out as we lower back into that forward fold. Then breathing in as our arms reach up to the sky and down to prayer position. Now we're going to do that same sequence on the other side. So we're first going to take our left leg and step back several feet. Have that left toe pointing at an angle to the opposite side of your room. Lean deep into that right knee. And then raise your hands up to the sky. Suck your navel to your spine. Make sure your hips are nice and square. Then we're going to shift just a teeny little move to get into warrior 2. And then you might want to make adjustments so that you can get a really wide base. Then letting your left hand fall back behind your left leg. We're going to reach up and over our head with that right hand, looking up to the sky. And now we're going to shift back down to a low lunge. Go back to plank. Up to down dog. Step it out. And we're going to go back up rather to the top of our mat. So take baby steps. Back up to the front of the mat. We're going to rise up halfway. Look forward. Breathe out as you lower. Breathe in as you sweep your arms up and over your head, and out as you bring them down to prayer position. Now we're going to do a little variation of a warrior 1. So we're going to go back first with our right leg. And this time it's kind of a combination between warrior 1 and warrior 2, because we're not really as deep as we would be in warrior 2, but we are going to shift our torso so that it's facing the same direction as warrior 2. And like with an extended side angle, we're going to lower our left elbow to our left knee. And with that right arm, we're going to swing it down and up and around. So these are good shoulder circles, and they're great for circulation. Be careful, you might lose your balance. I was looking at too many things at one time. You can follow your hand as it goes around. I think that's arm circle number 4. And one last one. Then we're going to lower to a low lunge and do a twist. So reach up to the sky with that left arm. Then we're going to lower and step right back up, rise up halfway and down, and sweep our arms up over our head and down to prayer position. Now we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So we're going to step back with that left foot like we're going into warrior 1, but we're going to open up like we're in warrior 2. We're going to lean that right elbow on our right knee. And with that left arm, we're going to reach down and up and around. And you can follow your fingertips with your eyes. If you suck your navel to your spine and try not to focus on too many things at once. You won't lose your balance. You might find that you're having to engage more muscles to maintain your grip, which is perfectly fine. We're building strength from the inside out. And we're going to do one last one. So we might have gone over 5. But hey, it's the left side. If you're righty, that's a good idea. So what we're going to do is lower to a low lunge. So kick that left foot back. Place your left hand on the mat. And then raising that right arm up to the sky. And then lowering it. And we're going to kick back that right foot in plank for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower those knees, kick them to the side, any side. And now we're going to lay flat on our backs. We want to start in a staff position, so your legs are straight out in front of you. You can have your toes pointed, or you can have them flexed. We're going to have a steeple grip as we lower. So this will help fire up our abdominal wall as well as the plank. So you want to move as slow as you can. Try to imagine that you can see each vertebrae as it comes in contact with the mat. And now we're going to raise our knees, our feet up to close to our tailbone. And then we're going to drop our knees to the right. You can have your hands on your belly. So now we're going to windshield wiper our legs back and forth. One more time to the right. And one more time to the left. Then we're going to place our feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees fall together. This is a great resting position. Place your hand on your heart and your hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in and whisper to yourself, I choose joy. Deep breath out. Another breath in and whisper, I choose joy. So I hope this practice will help you find joy in the coming week. And I'll see you again next week. Well, before then, with Yoga Anywhere and with bone density workouts. So I will see you again. Bye.